Hi Cancer, welcome back. So Cancer, this is going to be your reading for mid-September. It'll run through the present energy all the way through the end of the month, beginning of October, okay? Just keep in mind that time is malleable, so the timeline may be different for all of you. Also, it's a general reading. For something specific to you, you'll need to book a private. But if it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get started for you. Cancer, your cards flew out of the deck there. All right, so overall energy is the 9th house and conjunction. So the 9th house is talking about seeking. So I feel like some of you may be seeking some new opportunities in the upcoming time period, looking for maybe an opportunity to elevate your status, whether at work or within education. It also talks about like being the student, wanting to learn new things, apply yourself in different ways. It also talks about faith and beliefs and seeking or searching for the deeper meaning to the things that are happening in and around you this month, okay, or the next 2 weeks, I should say. It is a bit of a spiritual type of vibe, spiritual type of energy. So, you know, you might be really interested in diving deeper into that. And or the lessons you may be encountering over this time period may be related to your spiritual path in some way. Now, the other card that came out was the card of empowerment. So this is obviously talking about feeling empowered and feeling strong with where you're at. It talks about joining forces as well with like-minded people that are surrounding you during this time period, Cancer, so I like that. And it does talk about as well possibly feeling a little bit overwhelmed, okay, at times, but reminding yourself that you are in the driver's seat. It is only as overwhelming as you want to believe it is, and just kind of keeping that in mind, okay? So, overall energy to get us started here. You have the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Okay, so here's how I do the readings for those of you who don't know. I'm going to focus the entire reading on you and what you're going to be dealing with over the next 2 weeks. At the end, if you're dealing with a specific person and you want to know more about them and what they're going through, then I'm going to pull cards on the person you're dealing with at that point, okay? So your energy coming into this time period. Hanged Man, High Priestess. That's that spiritual enlightenment type of vibe that I was already picking up. So the Hanged Man is also taking a pause, you know, and seeing things from a different perspective. And you know what? As I look at this card, I thought it was the Hanged Man, but it's the World. Interesting. So this looks exactly like the Hanged Man. But I do still feel that needing to gain perspective type of vibe. I feel like you're completing some cycles this month. You might feel like you have a lot on your plate, quite literally, you know, because the World card to me talks about either feeling on top of the world or feeling like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, okay? And so there was that message about feeling overwhelmed at times. So I feel like you might like be going back and forth during this time period between feeling like I'm on top of this, I got this, to like, I don't know if I got this. Like I'm feeling a little bit like I'm drowning. And so I do feel like kind of a back and forth type of energy there. And then I did initially think that I saw the Hanged Man. So maybe the guidance is to kind of pull back a little bit when you're feeling that way, gain perspective, breathe, then proceed. You know what I'm saying? The High Priestess here, a very spiritual energy that's tapping into your more spiritual side. Like I said, I felt that at the beginning of the reading. But it's also seeing the interconnectedness of things and also cause and effect. Okay, so cause and effect might be something that's quite obvious to you during this time frame. How it's all interconnected. Okay. between what we say and the outcome, what we do, and how others react. Things like that. So let's go deeper into this. So Cancer, here's the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Ten of Wands. So I feel like, yeah, a lot of you are really investing into yourself, and I think that you're looking for new opportunities to grow self. And I think for a lot of you, what that looks like is either growth opportunities within the work environment. Some of you are literally learning a new craft. Some of you are delving into like the spiritual arena. It's really putting that time and investment in. Some of you, it's to deal with family and growing your family or planting those seeds, taking your time out, really honing into on your patience will be important during these next 2 weeks. The Ten of Wands to me talks about responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility, and I felt that at the beginning of the reading. It's a lot of work, but I feel like you're in a vibrational space where you're capable and able to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel that strength type of energy here, even though I don't have the strength card out. It's like, well, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I can't do it all, but at the same time, you're fully capable of doing it all, you know? Like, don't underestimate your own strength and abilities here. To me, the Ten of Wands also talks about responsible choice, also called conscious choice. So making sure that you are really thinking about all of the angles, the cause and effect before you're making choices this next coming 2 weeks, okay? And as I say that, the Devil card is here. So this could be kind of like an overly sorry, I want to think of the correct way to say it. It's like almost feeling like I have to do this. Like I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to pay this bill. And I think like there needs to be a realization that you don't have to really do anything in life. However, it's a conscious choice to be responsible, and therefore you get to participate in that. Does that make sense? Like, I think that it's a reframing of the way that you're thinking about it, Cancer, or there needs to be a reframing about going from I have to I get to. Because you don't have to, but you also hold yourself to a standard of caring, you know, for others or being responsible for self. And so in essence, you get to. Does that make sense? Like, you get to go to work. It's a blessing. You know, like, yeah, you have a lot on your plate, but look at what you're creating with that. You know, like, yes, you have to, you know, go to the grocery store, but look at the beautiful meal that you get out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, you have to put effort in life, and sometimes that effort can be repetitive and feel draining or feel like too much at times. But in those periods of time, especially over the next 2 weeks, Cancer, it's like, okay, reframe that into like, but this is what I get as a result. Like this is because I did this, I get this. And focus your energy more on the I get part, because you're getting something out of it, right? Three of Pentacles. That's that cooperative, is that a word? Cooperation energy. I think that you're going to have people surrounding you, particularly in the work arena, but it can be any part of your life. It could be family, friends, home, that want to help, you know? So at the end of the day, it's like, don't forget that you don't have to carry the weight of the world. That's something you may tell yourself, you know, but that's not necessarily the truth, because there are people here to help. Not everything has to be done in one day. Don't get overwhelmed by that thought, right? And I feel like, yeah, there's going to be cooperation here. I think for career, if you're interested in that, it looks really good. I see that building. I think there's a lot of helpful people around you that want to work, you know, alongside you or with you or support you, and or your family does. If this is love, I feel like you've been really patient, you know. There was a spiritual lesson to learn in the love arena, and that cycle has completed it out. But I feel like a lot of the energy now is focused on building up self, seeking new opportunities, hiring your education, plunging into your spiritual path, your spiritual quest, while also trying to maintain like the day-to-day, right? Not letting this devil card override the energy, not getting stuck in the mundane, not, you know, don't get stuck in like the have to mentality or forgetting to give and show gratitude, things like that. It's like a codependent type of energy there that could weigh you down or block your progress this month. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, that's your energy in the upright. In the upright, Cancer, nothing better than your own energy in the upright. I feel like you're going to be in your element these next 2 weeks, feeling strong, highly intuitive. I think you're going to really pick up easily on situations, what people's true intentions are. It's going to be hard to get one past you for the next 2 weeks because I feel like you're tapped in here. And then here's those new beginnings here, an opportunity to start something new for those of you who've been waiting for that. So I like that energy. So that is what you are dealing with, Cancer. If you're only interested in you, what you're dealing with, and you're not dealing with anyone else or you don't care to hear about anyone else, this is where the reading ends for you. For those of you who are dealing with a specific person or people and you would like to know what's going on with them in relation to me, then this is where the reading continues. So person Cancer is dealing with. Wow, oh my gosh. This person is coming into the energy with the World card. So that's what was your energy as well. Same exact card, different deck. So I feel like this person is completing cycles as well. And if you look at the way that it came out, they're kind of facing each other. So I feel like, you know, you are wrapping up cycles. This person is wrapping up cycles. You feel like sometimes you're on top of the world or you have the world on your shoulders or both. This person goes through the same exact thing, or it will be going through the same exact thing. So really interesting energy there. Let's see where this is going. Six of Swords, Two of Cups. I feel like, oops, the Two of Cups came out in the upright. I'm not sure why I grabbed it in the reverse. This person is moving towards this connection, I feel. You might have a very strong connection with this person. Okay, there's actually two different ways I can read this, and I know that you're not going to like this. Because the card is facing away from you, they may be headed towards another person or relationship. For some of you, it's you they're headed towards, but I'm going to get more cards out and we'll see. Either way, this is talking about somewhat like emotionally detaching to some degree or another. You know, and for some reason, that emotional detachment or that allowing this person their space or their time helps to move them forward towards this connection, okay? Whoever this is, there's a strong mirroring type of energy. So I can see that you already have similar cards, meaning like when you're going through a certain life cycle, so is this person. Like maybe even mirroring each other's like behaviors, whether that's on a conscious or subconscious level. And this doesn't have to be an intimate lover. This could be a sister, a brother, a family member, a friend. that's going to be of significance over the next 2 weeks, okay? To me, it also speaks about like almost kind of like a telepathic or like psychic connection, if you believe in those things, where you can kind of literally like read each other's minds or emotions, or like you may be very highly intuitive, Cancer, but this person might also be intuitive. So like you can tell when this person's in a bad mood, vice versa. They can look at you and tell exactly how you're feeling, thinking. Like you can read each other's face, things like that, okay? So then they go into the Sun card and the Ace of Swords. This person is, I feel, trying to be really optimistic. They have a lot of happy energy around them during this time period. The Ace of Swords is that clarity, that absolute certainty, okay? So if there had been uncertainty within this dynamic, if there had been an emotional detachment, I feel like this person is gaining clarity over the situation here and trying to be optimistic, trying to move forward. There's two different ways I can read this, and so I'm going to go into both, but I'm going to clarify what's the Six of Swords, please. Wow, that got interesting. Okay. All right, Cancer. I have a song in my head. From all the tears I cried, so much pain inside. But baby, it ain't over till it's over. I don't really listen to like doo-wop type music, but that's the song. It ain't over till it's over. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into the two different groups of you. If you had an ending and a completion with this person, this is your group. Group 1. It ain't over till it's over. I feel like this person might have emotionally detached from the dynamic, from the friendship, relationship, partnership, whatever this is. But when I clarified what they were moving towards, it was the Three of Cups, the Death card in reverse, and the Five of Wands. So I feel like there's a lot of tug of war here with this person, possibly conflict or competition type of energy surrounding this person. I feel like with the Death card in the reverse, this is something that should have ended that's not ending. And why? Because I feel this person wants to reconcile here. And, you know, I think that they're very optimistic about that feeling, or they're trying to stay optimistic that things could possibly reconcile, or you are. And then there's going to be some sort of new communication here come towards the end of the month. And what is this communication about? Wow, they want to work on things. Three of Pentacles. You want to work on things. Three of Pentacles. But caution. This person brings a lot of burdens to you. It feels like a very heavy codependent type of connection. I hate to say that to you, but I caught the Devil card over here and the Ten of Wands. So I guess, like, how much work do you want to put in is the question you should ask yourself. And I begin this message for you. I feel like this person, if they weren't certain in the past, they're clear now. They're clear that that's what they want. The Ace of Swords to me is a thought, though. It's not necessarily a guarantee of communication. So for some, they're thinking about it. For some, they're going to communicate that. Okay? Either way, I think they're watching, digging up some information maybe, stalking maybe. You know, if nothing else, they're overanalyzing. I think that they're trying to figure out more information here, probably, about like what your current situation is. Interesting. So that's for those of you who had I feel, an ending with this person. For those of you who have not had an ending, like you're still in an existing relationship, friendship, family dynamic with this person, I feel that you're mirroring each other's energy. They may emotionally detach at times. Like there might even be like a competitive or like some sort of tug of war here between you and this person at times. But I feel during the next 2 weeks, they are, you know, wanting to reconcile that, be more optimistic, be happy, communicate more. They're in a very cooperative energy here. I feel like it's not going to be the last tug of war you have with this person, because there's a repetitive cycle going on within the relationship. And that can feel kind of burdensome to you, and it kind of gets in the way of progress. But I feel like this month, Cancer, I almost said Aquarius, somebody might be dealing with an Aquarius. You're seeking for new, okay? And you're trying to stay empowered during this time frame, okay? Going back to what the overall energy was. And yeah, that song still applies. It ain't over till it's over, right? Interesting reading, Cancer. Please let me know. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn. I said Aquarius, so it could be Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer are the predominant zodiac signs I have out, but that could be placements in your chart or the person's chart that you're dealing with. It's going to be different for all of you. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and check out my social media account links down in the description box below for more fun information. And until next time, Cancer, I wish you the very best, and namaste. Bye.